Alright, what is going on YouTube? This is Otis here. Today I've got a 7-3 scout helicopter gameplay on No Shower Canals. And what I want to mostly talk about is this scout helicopter spawn camping that's mostly been going on lately. And I typically won't do it. I mean, I'll head over to the spawns if I, get killed first when I spawn on the helicopter, or if I'm starting to get spawn camped and I'm able to respawn back into the helicopter, because I just think it's a cheap tactic, spawn camping, or not even like spawn camping, but like spawn trapping too, like even in normal maps where, I mean, you pretty much push back to their spawn and just waiting there. It's just, there's just like no fun or no challenge. And usually like I'll fly over to the carrier, but I don't really like spawn camp unless I'm being killed first. And I kill a few people here and I die right here for the first time. And pretty much when I spawn, I get spawn camped in the helicopter right when I spawn in it next time. So I end up spawn camping them. Because if you're going to spawn camp me, I'm going to spawn camp you right back. And this is like a good example here. It's like I fly, no one's shooting at me. If someone's shooting at you, I mean, by all means, I mean, of course you're going to take them out. I mean, it'd be retarded just to leave them there shooting at you. I mean, you're going to have to spawn kill them. But, I mean, other than that, I'll just try to stay around the middle of the map, center of the game, as much as possible. And I mean, on this map, I would say it's really bad sometimes, the helicopter spawn camping, because a lot of times one side's camping the other when it comes down to it. And I know on this map too, because there's the two helicopters, I end up, he's shooting me right there, which I didn't see until it was too late, because I was too focused killing that one guy. Which I know some things I have to work on, because I always get too focused on one guy. And I end up just pretty much, it's not really spawn camping with the flags, because I mean, they have the flags. I mean, anyone can just die real quickly, turn around and pull out the Stinger missile and start shooting you. But, those APCs, those are always like the main target when you're the Russians, because the whole team can spawn off of them. And I know my buddy said the helicopter took off, so I went over there to try to take it out. I mean, that's probably the closest, I'll get, because it's kind of spawn camping there. But, I mean, he at least got up and had a chance to lock onto me first before I even pretty much turned around. And, he ends up getting a lucky, well, not a lucky headshot. I mean, we were pretty much going to kill each other eventually, but he ends up killing me with the headshot there at the helicopter. And, what really was the handicap for me this game, at least, was I didn't have anybody pretty much prepared me. And there's, I spawned in the plane right after I died and I didn't spawn camped. And so when that happens to me, I always just get so pissed off. But I mean, everyone would get pissed off. But then, when you're doing it, it's completely fine for everyone. So now after they spawn camp me, I'm pretty pissed off. And typically, since no one on this squad, because this was a random squad that was in, when I spawn in the helicopter, typically I'll wait about like 5 or 10 seconds to see if anyone wants to jump in and maybe prepare me, because there's some people who are just willing to prepare you. And I know they've talked about that right there too, where there's two targets next to them with the target locking system. It switches back and forth. And DICE has said that they're supposedly going to fix that in the next patch, whenever the hell that's going to come out. There's no ETA on that. And, I've pretty much have gone back to missiles fully now in pretty much all the maps for the helicopter instead of the ground. Just because when you have two helicopters shooting at you with missiles and you don't have them on, you're shooting at the tanks and stuff, you're just going to get cremated every time. So I'm pretty pissed, and I end up following the helicopters and just taking them out because I'm just so pissed off, and I end up getting my revenge on both of them right there. And so now, since I was spawn camp, I'm going straight to the carrier. I'm not even screwing around. And typically, you'll pick these guys off in the boats just so easily. They just stick out like sore thumbs. And since they upgraded the damage on the guns, it's pretty much just a free kill. And the helicopter pilots are pretty much waiting right here. After I ended up going on this guy. I forget if I actually kill this guy or he escapes. I think someone else jacks my kill here. I think he jumps off the boat. And, I always hate that too. Because there's times, okay, I do end up getting him. When you disable the boat and the guy jumps out and there's already snipers and stuff shooting at him, man, it's it sucks when they end up going and stealing your kills pretty much, because I get kill-jacked all the time when I'm shooting in the helicopter. And, it's so easy too when they jump out. I mean, it's almost better off for them just staying in the boat and just trying to gun it all the way to the shore. Because when you're in that boat and the helicopter's shooting you, I mean, you're dead. You're toast. I mean, there was, 3 kills in a row I got there, and almost a 4th. And pretty much, I probably would have left this guy alone. I usually leave the top carriers alone, or the top deck of the carrier alone. But, if they're locking on to you, you have just, no choice. I'm trying to do my evasive maneuvers. I do end up getting hit right before I ducked right there, which was pretty unfortunate. And I should have stayed down a little bit more, but I knew the helicopter was after me too, because I knew it just spawned. And he ends up, blowing me up before I could really get to him. My focus was a little too much in the boats there. It probably should have been, making sure those helicopters don't spawn. And I of course end up spawning the helicopter again, because when I want to do these helicopter gameplays, I'm just waiting the helicopter. It doesn't really bother me whether we win or lose. I mean, most of the time, whoever's gonna have air dominance is typically gonna win. But there's times when the Americans are attacking, they'll have it. Literally seems like both the helicopters are filled with both teams, and the Russians win pretty quickly, even though they're racking up like 20 kills with each helicopter, just because they've got 20 people repairing them. And when you kill those 2 repair guys, 2 more people jump in, and that's always usually 2 when people end up getting their helicopter kills is right when you respawn, because that other helicopter is really not waiting for you. They're focused on those ground people, either capturing the points or they're trying to run to the points. And it's just so much. I like that double kill right there, which was pretty nice. But it's just so much better now since they did the patch for the strength of the miniguns. Because before it was 3 or 4 times as many kills to kill people. And this is when I'm pretty much spawn camping them and getting my revenge back for my double kill. And I turn around. Now, I'm always looking for the boats too, because if you can keep that APC from respawning in the water, I mean, the Americans are just pretty much dead on this map. And because you're just able to spawn camp them too. And typically, what it is too is you'll have the helicopter pilots with the stingers. So once you start spawn camping them, they're busting them out like right when they come up from the ship, or they'll spawn on land and try to shoot at you. And I was waiting probably a little too long right here for the helicopters, but it always seems like you're waiting there for the helicopter to start flying away, and the next thing you know, like right when you leave the carrier, it spawns. It's like the game's just fucking with you. But it's just how it is. It's just like a cruel joke the game wants to play on you. It's like, fly around the ship, but the second you get like 2 feet away from the carrier, you're gonna get spawned. This helicopter's gonna spawn behind you. And I know he was shooting at me from around here. And then, of course, right when I fly away, the helicopter pops up. And we start doing our little battle. And typically, when you're in these, like, close-range battles with those missiles, whoever can shoot those missiles and switch their guns and be accurate with their guns will win pretty much 9 out of 10 times. So, I mean, if you're able to switch real quickly, because I know they're starting to shoot me now, too, because I just got hit. And I get, you just gotta try to keep them from not spawning again. And it's pretty lucky headshot, I would say, on that one. And right here, I'm going down. I'm on fire. There's no one repairing me. And so pretty much typically what I try to do is I always just try to jump out of the helicopter so they don't kill me. And, I mean, even though the game was about 2/3 of the way over, still I was never able to spawn in the helicopter again. But which was unfortunate, because I would have had 20 kills in the game. But if you like